Hi, good morning, good afternoon. I forgot what time it is, but it's Alexa here from Kelowna now, and we are doing our weekly community spotlight sponsored by ATB Wealth. We could not do these live streams for our community without ATB Wealth, so thank you for being our sponsor and allowing us to shine light on community entrepreneurs, small businesses, new businesses, and I'm thrilled to have Nicole here today. I was scrolling through Instagram and I was like, oh my gosh, there's a new yoga studio opening. We need to tell people about this because we were just talking offline that there's not one in that area. So people have to actually travel quite far to go to a fitness studio. So, MYE Studio. So, Nicole, thank you for joining us.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Let's start a little bit about who you are and then let's talk about your studio that you are opening here March 29th this month.
The big day is March 29th, grand opening. We're also doing a pre-launch week for our members the week before, so March 22nd through the 28th.
So does that mean if I buy a membership right now?
Then you get complimentary and exclusive access to the pre-launch schedule.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So, Nicole, you were talking offline that you're not from here, you're relatively new. Why are you opening this studio?
Because yoga saved my life. Yoga saved me from depression, anxiety. I was really struggling with my mental health, especially last year. And I really dove quite deep into my yoga practice. Yeah. I've been practicing for, since I was like 17 years old.
Okay.
And last year I really got very deep into the practice, and going to yoga kept me from completely falling apart, and it enabled me to be there for my family and the people that I care about, and then most importantly, there for myself. And I really was able to build my life back just from the practice of movement and the practice of stillness. And I think it's really important that people find that we lead such busy lives, and this lifestyle that we tend to live in is very go, go, go. And I think we all need to take a moment and just be still and find ourselves in our own bodies.
I couldn't have said that better. I am a big believer in yoga, and I can relate to that. I am going through some health issues myself. And it's the mental side. When you have health problems, you start to mentally get exhausted.
Yes.
You almost can get through the pain, but once your mental and your brain matter has shifted, it's a struggle to get back in that positive.
Absolutely.
And it affects everything in your life. Work.
Everything.
I don't have kids, but I'm just gonna fix that. Apparently my mic couldn't hear me, so here we go.
No, it's so important because our minds, and in Western medicine we don't even always think about this, but everything is connected.
Yeah.
And when we can shift our mindset, it really plays out in our bodies, and vice versa. When we can play out in our bodies, it can help shift our mindset. So I think it's really important to find the movement and the stillness, and
practicing your breath.
Yes, the breath work. And a lot of people are scared of this word meditation.
I know.
And it's hard. Meditation is hard. And everyone finds it hard. So that's okay. And the thing I love about yoga is it's this moving meditation where you meditate without even realizing it, because you are so focused on where your body parts are.
Yeah.
And then as you get stronger with that, you can graduate to more maybe longer periods of meditation or more difficult types of meditation. And it's a lovely exploration, and it's a lifetime journey. So yeah.
I know. I really think people need to take the time, and even if you're like, oh, I'd hate to do that, or that doesn't sound like me, but if you can push through it, once you do it for a while and you see and you grow, it is incredible, the results. And it helps you in your day-to-day stuff. Like I find when I'm like foggy headed or have too much on the go, that practice, it comes into your work life and you're like, okay, I can focus better. My productivity is higher.
Yeah.
You feel calmer. It just snowballs all these amazing things. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about, why did you call it MYE Studio?
Okay, so MYE stands for My Yoga Experience. And I named it this because I really feel that it's important that everyone owns their own movement, their own practice. That it is not about, you coming to a class and me or another instructor telling you what to do with your body.
Yeah.
This is about you finding your space, your movement, your style. You know, if the day for you looks like coming into the studio and just being in other people's energy and being in child's pose for an hour, that's okay.
Yeah.
If you are a person who's new to yoga, or who's coming off of an injury, or who's coming off of pregnancy, or who's coming off of anything where now you're tight and you're saying, oh, I'm not flexible, I can't do yoga, you absolutely can, because you can go and you can be in your body, and it's your experience. It belongs to the practitioner, to the individual, and then that individual practicing a community, and that's that beautiful energy that I'm really hoping to bring out in this space.
I think a lot of people have to get past that it is an individual thing. I come back from a background of being a competitive gymnast, so you're always comparing yourself of that person's more flexible, that person, you know, you have different levels. You have beginners, you have some people that you're seeing them in the class do the next level, but you really, once you get out of your ego and you go in there and you just feed off of each other, it is a whole different experience.
It absolutely is. And I've actually designed, with another instructor, we sat down and we were talking, okay, what are the things that are preventing people from coming and trying? And a lot of people have spoken to me and said, I'm scared, I've kind of always wanted to, but, you know, I'm not flexible, or I'm not a little scared, like maybe I'm older, or whatever, like I missed the window. But they absolutely did not miss the window. And we designed this class called MYE Essence, which is about going back to the basics, the foundations of the postures, and talking about them. And instead of being, you know, if you go into a mixed levels class, you might hear an instructor say, okay, now we're moving into camel, or now we're moving into downward dog, and you've never been. You're like, what is going on here? What are these words? What are these words? They don't mean anything. And so we're breaking down the postures section by section, body part by body part, explaining why we do them, explaining where the pelvis is oriented, where the shoulders are oriented, and why we're doing that.
Yeah. So you offer more than yoga.
Yes.
Is it yoga, hot yoga, or is it just yoga?
It's yoga in a non-heated space. So we're not practicing in an ice box, we're also not heating the room. So I intentionally made this decision because I wanted this space to be accessible for everyone, and not everyone
can do hot yoga.
Enjoys and or can do hot yoga. There's a lot of other beautiful yoga studios in Kelowna that offer hot yoga, and they do a great job, but that wasn't the space that I wanted to design.
So can you talk about the other amazing exercises that you are offering?
Yeah, so we are going to be offering mat Pilates. So no reformer, it will be body work on the mat. We're also doing bar. And we're also, right now, we just released a bar class for tweens, which I think is really awesome way for tweens to start moving in their own bodies. And we also have a functional movement class, which is kind of getting back to basics of the core body, and then how you move on your mat can translate into real life. We have a fusion class where the instructor will take yoga and mix it with pieces of bar and or Pilates. And then we also have a
combo.
Yes, so it kind of depends on the expertise of the instructor. So I've left that kind of wider open for each instructor to tailor to their individuality. We have lots of different styles of yoga. So hatha, flow, which is like a vinyasa type style, and then in the flow we've got power, an energy class, which is going to be to more like hit music. So you might hear more popular type music or throwback anthems, like just a more fun class. So if you're not wanting to get into like the deeper meditation, but you want to move and you want to have some fun, that's the class. And then a calming flow, and then we also have a yin class, which is called MYE Stillness, which is one of my favorites.
So you're really trying to bring a place that offers this variety, and maybe you can do like a nice yin class one day and then go do your like fun high energy cardio work class.
I want people to be able to really complement their movement regimen in the space. So, you know, if it's not always a good practice to be doing the same thing day after day. So by bringing in these different styles, you can really get into different aspects of your mind-body connection.
Yeah, so important. So, what has been the hardest thing? How long have you guys been planning this? Like, has this been like a year, 2 years, 3 years? Like, the Kelowna, like, yeah, it's not easy to start a business.
It's
so,
not. So this idea came to me last June.
Okay.
June 2024, I went on a self-led yoga retreat.
I've always wanted to do one of those.
I went to Whistler and I booked myself in at the studio and I went like 3 days a week for 5 days.
Nice.
And when I was there, I really connected with myself.
Yeah.
And this idea came to me and I got on the phone that week and over the next month secured the space. And now we're opening in March.
That's a pretty fast transition.
Yeah.
So you've been really busy.
Very.
Can I ask, what did you do before this?
My husband has a tax software company. He's a Canadian tax expert. And I've been working with him doing a lot of the administrative, back sales, communications, HR stuff.
Yeah.
And then before that, I was a paralegal.
Oh, wow.
In Ontario, yeah.
Goodbye, law. No wonder you need to meditate.
Right?
Well, that's amazing. And you just found this like through your experience of doing yoga and that you're like, no, I need to open one that is available closer to people in that area. So yeah, where are we located again?
Okay, so it's up in the Ponds in Upper Mission. We're in the new Save on Foods Plaza.
I actually drive extra far to go sometimes grocery shopping there just because it's so, right now it's so
a
quiet
very
and
beautiful
it's a
pretty plaza.
I know, and the view is actually really good.
They're gorgeous.
I'm like, just drive up there and
Yeah, so right now there's a Save on Foods and there's a Bosley's that just opened up and an independent liquor store and
it's a nice little growing.
My friend is opening up the dentist across the street. And so we've got a nice little neighborhood plaza growing up there, and hopefully we'll get some more independent groups in there. So excited.
Well, it's just nice to give the community, like that area has nothing. So you do have to drive far, and it's harder to do or commit to workout classes or group classes when you're like, it's going to take me 50 minutes. And usually these classes, you want to show up 10, 15 minutes early to feel relaxed,
decompress, get your spot,
so you're like, wow, that's a 2.5, 3 hour commitment. I can't do that.
It is. It's a lot. And, a lot of people, their time to work out is either early in the morning or after work. And that's also family time. So do I give my time to my family or do I give my time to myself? And hopefully this way people will be able to find both.
Yeah.
So that's really important to me, that people find time for themselves and not give up time with their families.
No, I know. I definitely think that. I mean, the silly saying, like when you go on an airplane, they're always telling you to if something happened, you put your mask on first. But I'm not even a mother. I feel like you naturally go and put your child's first on.
That is your first instinct,
right?
But you can't support the people you love if you don't support yourself.
Yeah, 100%. I really believe in that. So exciting. Okay, did we miss telling anything? You are offering, it looks like right now, $99 a month for the first 3 months.
So it's $99 per month for the first 3 months is the promotional rate for the monthly unlimited class. So that gets you full access to the pre-launch week, all of the classes that we offer. Okay. And then if you want to cancel at any time, as long as it's done before your renewal, it's like there's no commitment. Yep. And then we also have a MYE 10 punch pass, which is good for 10 classes. That's $179, and again, that gives you access to the pre-launch class. Okay. And then what else did we miss anything?
I don't know. I don't think so. You are throwing an event to open?
Yes, we will be doing. Well, it's a grand opening day,
Okay.
And we'll have. It'll be a new schedule, so it's not the regular Saturday schedule. It's a opening day schedule.
Yeah. So I guess just for people, even go pop in, check out the space, follow you on Instagram. We'll put that in the article. Go check out MYE Studio, and I think it's super exciting for that area, and that doesn't mean you can't go. It's not like you're like, nope, just this area gets this. Like I said, I drive further because I like going to that Save On.
Yeah. It's a nice plaza.
Yeah, or sometimes you travel a little bit longer, take the dog out, you go do things, and you end
Go
up
for a walk up there.
Yeah,
It's so nice up there.
yeah. So, okay, well, Nicole, thanks for coming in today, and I look forward to coming to a class.
Thanks. I look forward to having you.
Thanks for watching, and that was Community Spotlight brought to you by ATB Wealth.